I'm so happy that you all could join. I see so many of you, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Please make sure that you like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It took me so long to record the videos that I've been working on for all of you, and so that's why I started so late. I'm so sorry, guys. I I really shouldn't have a time period. I should just say I'll do it in the late afternoon for the live. But thank you for all of you who joined. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hi, Brianne. How are you? So good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad all of you are here. Please like the video, like I said, and we'll get started. We're going to get started with Ashanti and Nelly. But how's everybody doing today so far? All that stuff. I don't really have anything to say. I've had such a wonderful week. Christmas is next week, so I probably won't do a live next week. Excuse me. I'm using this new product on my hands. It's giving me allergies. Oh, really horrible. I know it's cold. I'm so grateful that I live in Miami because it's not cold. That's one of the reasons I love here. I miss New York a lot sometimes. But the main reason I left New York was the weather. I cannot do cold weather. So even though some of my family's in New York, I don't get to see them. I really should go next year for Christmas. It's just so cold. I was like, maybe I should go for my birthday because my birthday's in February. And I'm like, no. I'm going to go to Orlando instead. I'm going to go see Harry Potter at Universal Studios. Are you looking forward to Christmas? Awesome. Where are you again? I forgot. I know you're in the States, but if you wouldn't mind telling me where you are. So when I meet people that come from like New York and stuff, I always feel so bad for them. They're like, it's so hot here. I'm like, yes, that's the whole point. So I don't really get like a Christmas in Miami because it's not snowing and stuff. I feel like proper Christmases I've had have been in London and New York because it's cold. It doesn't snow in London, but London was the best Christmas I ever had. Ever had. Beautiful, beautiful Christmas. Hopefully next year I'll be in London. I don't want to announce it publicly when I plan on going because I need to tell my best friend first who lives there. He needs to know. He needs to be the first person to know. Yeah, so other than that, life has been good. Christmas is next week. I'm going to be doing all my Christmas stuff on Sunday, sending out packages and stuff like that. Have you guys gone shopping and stuff like that? If you are Jewish and you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah to you. I think Hanukkah is next week. I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood, so I used to know all the Jewish holidays, so forgive me if you practice Judaism. I don't know the exact dates of when it is, but just happy Hanukkah. That's why I say happy holidays. Sometimes people get offended by that, but I want to include everybody as much as I can. I celebrate Christmas, but not everybody does, so happy holidays to everybody, what you celebrate and so forth. Okay, so let's get into this reading. I'm going to start off doing my couples update. And I actually have banners today. I came so well prepared, even though I came late. I'm sorry, guys. I came so well prepared that I decided to do like slideshows and stuff. Well, not slideshows, but I made banners and I made this with the picture. I'll show you. I always do this, but I made the banners. The banners are the extra today. Okay, and I pulled up the birth charts and everything. So thank you everybody who's joining. I can see some people are joining. You know, YouTube always gives me such weird numbers. Ever since I started covering Diddy, my channel, even though I've had a lot of subscribers, I'm so grateful, but like the number count doesn't make sense and stuff like that. But anyways, because I'll finish a live and I'll say I have like, I don't know, let's say like I have 100 views, but then when you say I have 4 people attending, first it will go from like 10 to 4 to 12 to, anyway, so I'm just grateful for those of you who showing up. And I know that YouTube's messing with my numbers. I just know. Even though I'm grateful for YouTube, I don't trust the algorithm system. Okay, so enough of the conspiracy theories, Aquarius conspiracy theories. And let's get into couples updates. So oh gosh, I got bitten. I went on a hike yesterday and I got bitten. But anyways, these mosquitoes. So I'm gonna start off with Ashanti. I pulled up the charts. I'm gonna start off with Ashanti's chart. Who, by the way, I didn't meet her, but me and my sister saw Ashanti when we lived in London. And it was actually about Christmas. It was around this time of year. Yeah, it was like a week before Christmas, and it was in 2005, I think. 2005. Yeah, so 19 years ago. She was so pretty. She was gorgeous, and she was wearing like a not purple, pink hoodie. It was either pink or beige. It was like a light color. Anyway, she was so pretty and she was so sweet. I saw her like smiling at people, smiling at fans and stuff like that. So ever since then, I've just always I always just liked her. I've always loved her music, and like she stays very humble. She does celebrity well. You know, you never see her involved in politics. She sticks to her singing, doesn't really badmouth people. I think she's very classy and very beautiful. I love what I see of Ashanti publicly. I love. So her sun is in Libra, her moon is in Sagittarius, her Venus is in Virgo. Interesting. I couldn't find her rising, but her Venus being a Virgo is very interesting to me because it means that to me she's very loyal in relationships. So let's see Nelly's, the rapper. I didn't know he's from Texas. Wow. I did not know that at all. Interesting. And let's see the rest of his charts. Very interesting, actually, his chart. So his sun is in Scorpio. His moon is in Gemini. His Venus is in Scorpio too. Very interesting. So I'm going to use the Crystal Magic Tarot for this. One of my favorite decks. I'm going to pull up. Because she just had her first child, right? So sweet. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't mind. Hopefully I won't have issues, knock on wood, getting pregnant. But I'd rather have kids later. And like, I don't know. That's just my personal. People are like, why don't you start now? I'm like, who am I going to have kids with? Myself? But if I'm 40 and I don't meet anybody, I'll have kids by myself. Okay, so let's see update for Nelly and Ashanti. Okay, interesting. Six of Wands, Hierophant, Three of Swords. Yikes. So I did do a reading about them. Now I'm remembering. I forgot I did a reading about them a long time ago. And I said there'll be an ex of his, probably like a baby mama, somebody like that, that's going to affect the relationship. It's not looking good. I really want her to be happy, and I want happiness for her, but I don't think he's the right person for her because, especially Sun and Scorpio, men, Sun and Scorpios can be something else. Number one thing, there are a lot of them are not faithful. Sun and Scorpio men, Sun and Aquarius men, Sun and Libra men. Those three signs, the men tend to cheat. So it's Six of Wands and Hierophant. I feel like she's going to be loyal to him, but he's not going to give her the same loyalty. He's going to be very, oh gosh, I feel so sad for her about this because I know she waited a long time to be with someone. But I see other women being in the mix. Page of Cups, Four of Wands, and Death. So, the relationship will be over by the end of next year. We're going to hear some horrible stuff about him. He has some side people, side women, and they're going to come out with stories. I hope she's going to be okay. That's all I'm worried about. And her child. Okay, does anybody have something to say? I'd like to move on to the next couple. who I'm surprised we haven't heard about a breakup yet about them. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just feel like their relationship's very, very fake. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Moonchild Tarot for this. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Actually sell it in our store, so check that out too, biologiclife.com. Actually, let me write it down so you guys can check it out. There's also, I have like really cool articles. I'm releasing my first app for it too. I coded an app. Apple just rejected it. But hopefully it will be non-rejected. I have to update it and then I'll load it again. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, in 2 weeks it will be published. So I'm very proud of it. It's my first app that I coded myself completely from scratch. So I'm really, really happy about that. Okay, so back to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So let me just read you the charts. Actually, I forgot to do that. So Taylor Swift, her sun is in Sagittarius, her moon is in Cancer, her Venus is in Aquarius, and her rising is in Scorpio. Okay, her Venus being in Aquarius tells me that she's going to meet her person later in life. I think when she's 38, around then. I am 30, we're the same age, both 1989, 35. I'm also Venus in Aquarius. And Venus in Aquarius, we have to have freedom in our relationships. And I think that's why she probably created, part of the reason she created this relationship. I do go through it, so check out my other readings about it. I have a lot of readings about them. And I go through why I think that their relationship is fake and why they put it on. Basically, in a nutshell, I think they put it on so that she could release music about other people, but make it seem like it's about him, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So his sun is in Libra, Moon is in Sagittarius, Venus is in Scorpio. I couldn't find his rising. Okay, so let's see the update. Yikes. Ooh. So with the Death card, Ten of Wands and Justice. Ooh, not looking good. They have broken up. They're going to announce it soon. Yeah. They're going to announce it soon. So they're getting like a contract together. Justice is what legalities, contracts. They're getting a contract together in order to make sure that they don't bite each other in the back. So a lot of people say, okay, why do you need an NDA if you're dealing with a celebrity, But because sometimes you reveal things to people and you don't want it out in the public. That's why I never speak about my famous exes or my famous friends. I will never ever say anything bad about them because they trusted me with information that I will never use against them ever. That's just my personality type. I'm very loyal like that. But not everybody's that loyal. And some people will use what they have, what you've told them. It's just so sad. It's really sad. Even as much as one of my exes, I cannot stand him. The other one is really cool. But the other ex, I can't stand him. But even though I dislike him, today I dislike him. There was a point when I loved him. But even though I dislike him, I will never say publicly what he did to me, his name associated with it, because I just feel as though and things he's told me, I won't go there because it doesn't feel good, like he trusted me with that trust. So anyways, not everybody's like that. And to avoid any public public scrutiny, public animosity, they want NDA signed before they end it. And especially her father wants her to sign an NDA before she ends this relationship, like officially ends it, so that she can keep Queen of Pentacles her money. Her dad is all about the money. Her dad's controlling her. So until that happens, they're going to end. I get August. This has been so prolonged, this end of the relationship, because I think he leaks things in order to keep it going, because this is the most attention he's ever had. It's the most attention he's ever had, and I think ever will have. So I think he keeps leaking it so that she stays tied to him. But she's going to get out. And I've said this, the next proper relationship she's in, she's going to stay with that person. I see her being about 38 years old when that happens, when she meets him, and so forth and so forth. Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Does anybody have any questions, anything to say before I move on? Gosh, my neighbor, I don't know what he does, but he plays this loud music sometimes. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I have a soft ear so I can hear it right now, and I just hope you can't hear it. It annoys me so much. I knock on the door, he doesn't answer, and very frustrating. But anyways, it's fine. You can't have it perfect all the time. The one time I was studying, and I was like, oh my gosh, this has to stop. It's only for like 10 minutes, and he'll be like, and then it stops. Okay, so let's move on to Hailey and Justin Bieber. So I have always said this, and I stand by it, that I really feel for Justin. I even think Hailey's taken advantage of him. I think that he never really had guidance. I think that he has basically just had to scrounge through life alone, and I feel for him very deeply. So let's see his chart. I know he's a sun in Pisces. He's a sun in Pisces, moon in Libra, rising in Scorpio. Makes a lot of sense. Hence the tattoos. Rising Scorpio, Venus in Pisces. Interesting. Now let's look at hers. Sorry. Let's look at hers. Okay, Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in Taurus, Venus in Libra, and can't find her rising. Okay, so with that being said, I feel very strongly that he kind of takes out his trauma on her sometimes. And she just takes it because she's like, I think she's in it for more of the accolades that come with the relationship, monetary gain, stuff like that. But I think if she were meant to leave, she would have left by now. He's the one that's going to be leaving. And I don't want to, I just read energies, okay? I don't wish this upon anybody. In fact, if I'm biased about somebody, I won't do a reading on them. That's why I don't do readings on famous people I know, famous exes I have, because I just won't do anything biased. It goes against my code. So what I read intuitively is just intuitively. It has nothing to do with anything else other than what I see. So I see here that I just get the energy that they're not happy. They're not happy at all. So especially because Queen of Earth, she's going to start working now a lot and pushing out her products, stuff like that. And he doesn't want that. So funny, I was just covering this with another couple. Who was the couple I was talking about? Robert Pattinson. I just released a video about Robert Pattinson and Suki Waterhouse, but I was talking about him she came into the picture because I was talking about his love life. And I get similar energy that he doesn't want her to work, but she wants to work. And I've said this all the time. This is why I waited so long to get married, to have kids. I know, and it has nothing to do with any of my exes. If I had gotten married to any ex that I had, I would have been divorced. One of them, maybe not. My most recent long term, maybe not. But the rest, I was too young, too immature. I had lessons to learn about myself in order to have a healthy relationship. Sometimes it was me, sometimes it was them, sometimes it was both of us. And that's why I don't encourage people when they're under 30 to get married. If you do get married and it ends up working out for you, great. But I think we push people to marriage way too much, way too soon. And I just feel like that's why lots of marriages fail, honestly. Not mainly because of that, but it's just like, for example, if you go swimming, right? If you go swimming and you don't know how to swim, you're going to drown. Plain and simple. You don't know yourself. How can you have another person in your life that you're asking to treat you a certain way when you don't even know what the way that you want to be treated is? That's how I look at it, you know? And I think that's why there's a lot of combative energy between them because they were too young. They were way too young. They didn't even know what it meant to be in a healthy relationship. And I see that being an issue. She wants to work, he doesn't want to work. Stuff like that. They didn't iron out these details. And these details are very important. They're very important. So, Messenger of Air and Nine of Earth, she wants to spread her wings, but she feels, see how this, she's thinking, but she feels like, I can't do me because I feel stifled. And that's how I felt in past relationships. You know, like I've had an ex, I had 3 long term, very long term relationships. And in all, well, especially one particular relationship, I felt like I couldn't be myself. When you feel like that, it's not a good feeling. Especially if you are um, a type like Haley, Sun of Sagittarius, Sun of Aquarius, those type of signs, Sun of Gemini. We like our freedom. And in a relationship where you can't be yourself, it's stifling. And she feels stifled. So let's see what the outcome. I don't see them staying together. I think they were not a good match at all, but it was almost like they were trauma bonded together. And he fell for her. And I say this all the time. Pisces, if you tell them a sad story about you, especially if you're romantically involved with them, they will stay with you. And I joke to my friend who's also a Pisces about an ex that I have who's a Pisces, and I say to her all the time, she asked me consistently, what happened between you two? And I say, if I was a mess, he would have been more invested in the relationship because Pisces, they like to get invested in people that are messes, like train wrecks. And I wasn't like that. That's why he wasn't that invested. That's my theory. He has his own story. I have my own. But the fact that Haley, and I'm going to compare her to Selena for a moment. Selena is way more put together, and way more in tune with herself than Haley is or was. Because of that, he has a savior. Most Pisces have a savior complex. They want to save the person they're with. And it creates codependency. And in that codependency, they stay with someone way longer than they should until they're resentful. And when they're resentful, they'll leave and they'll never look back. So it's King of Earth, Ace of Water, and the Star. I see here that it's almost like he feels like I'm the king of this household. I'm the one that should make the money. I'm the one that should just be like a muse to me. And she's not gonna get it. She's not gonna get it at all. Because she wants to, a part of the reason why I think she became his wife was so that she would be recognized too. Hi, Prairie Flower. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm so glad you joined. Really nice to see you. I actually might do, well, I keep saying this. I'll do my live at so forth. I used to do it at 7, okay? But now my schedule changed, so I have to wake up early on Fridays. And it's really tough to do videos at night and then wake up early. So I will consider doing my live maybe at 6 p.m. next week because I see a lot of you just came on now. So it means that you're on live. So yeah. And yeah, my neighbor starts again. This guy. I actually just need to write him a letter. Um, how are you, Prairie Flower? Nice to see you. Thank you for your comments, by the way. I've been looking at your comments this week. You've written me a lot, and I really appreciate it. I'm about to end the live, unless anybody has something to say. I am currently editing I did a whole 2025 predictions. And just regarding the Jay-Z thing, there is way more to come, okay? I said he would try to fight it. Just go back and watch my video, but I still see the year 2025 being very bad for Jay-Z, and I'm not wishing it on him. It's just his karma coming back. As it comes back to all of us, it's not a personal thing. You know, if you do harm, you receive harm. That's the way it works. So yeah, guys, I'm about to end this because I'm about to start editing. I'm gonna do some yoga and then I'm gonna edit and then sleep. I'm so tired. I've been recording the whole day. So it's been such a pleasure. I love you all so much. Unless anybody has something to say, if you're watching replay, I do read the comments, so feel free to comment. And yeah, next month, actually, I think before Christmas Eve, I might do like a donation to a sober facility because they do say December is the highest drunk driving month, unfortunately, because people think dealing with family sometimes makes you drink more or so forth. I'm saying that lightly, but it's very serious. And I had somebody that I knew in high school die this time of year. 3 people actually that I knew in high school die this time of year from drunk driving. So it's always been very dear to my heart. It's a horrible. So I can't stand people drink under the influence. Please don't do it, guys. It's so bad. Please don't. It's really, really terrible. So yeah, I probably have like some kind of charity I'll be donating to. If you would join me in that donation, will be in my Instagram stories because that's often where I do it. Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And please comment. I do read the comments. Please be respectful. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week and Merry Christmas, everybody, because I'm going to see you next week. But I will be announcing the charity soon that I'll be donating to. So yeah, check it out. Love you all. Take care.